Haha, let's get this party started.
High def with the professional.
Greasy Says.
Ho, 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 people. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's been a good couple weeks, y'all. It has been a good couple weeks. How's your weeks been? Have they been as good as mine? I hope they've been incredible. My last 2 weeks have been incredible. Whew. So fun. Life is so fun sometimes. When you're not dealing with bullshit, it's so fun. But before we get into the fun shit, just wanted to have this thought, okay? I'm getting older. This is Greasy Says, by the way. Welcome back to Greasy Says, the video game dev podcast. I'm Greasy. I'm here to talk about what it's like being a brown game developer in the year 2023, soon to be 2024. My experiences. I've been in the industry for a while. 16 years. I've seen a lot. I've done a bunch. And I'm here to talk to y'all and to help educate the youth and try to generally be entertaining, which sometimes works and sometimes not so much. But all right, back to what I'm saying. Okay, bad news first, then we'll go into the fun shit. Okay, listen, I'm getting older. Friends of mine are getting older. Everybody's getting older. That's just the facts of life. We all get older. And as we get older, shit starts going downhill. What do I mean by that? Well, you know, your spare tire starts coming out. You know what I mean? Your love handles ain't disappearing as easy. You drink 2 cocktails, your ass wake up with a headache. The next day, you gotta drink way more water or you're gonna fucking pass out. And some of us start losing our hair. I don't know if that's happening to me because I still have like my luxurious shit going on, but it could happen. I know people it's happening to, and I've always thought about when it happens to me, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna go down the road of hair plugs and lotions and potions to try to get my hair to grow back and be as thick and luxurious as it was when I was a youth? Or am I just gonna embrace the shit and walk face first into baldness? And I gotta tell y'all, I think I'm walking face first into baldness. I'm just gonna let it happen. No matter how that shit goes, I'm just gonna let it happen. Man, I'm popular again today. People texting me. Okay, the homie says, I hate lawyers. I mean, it's easy to hate a lawyer, isn't it? Lawyers generally, like, if you're on their bad side, they suck, obviously. But even if you're on their good side, they still suck because you have to do so much work to work with them. Like, you have to read so much shit that you don't fucking want to read. You have to, like, document a bunch of shit you don't want to document. It's just very boring being around a lawyer. Anyway, back to baldness. Any bald lawyers out there? Hit me up. Greasy Says that Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and greasysays@gmail.com. Hit me up if you're a balding lawyer, and I'll show you love, because I understand what it's like to be both. Well, I don't understand what it's like to be bald, but I do understand what it's like to be around a lot of lawyers. And you guys are people too. You guys and gals, you're people too. So yeah, I'm going bald. If I start going bald, I'm gonna do one of two things. I'm gonna just shave my head religiously all the time, you know what I mean? Just lean into being a bald dude, or I'm gonna let the shit grow out. Like, I'm gonna let the clown shit grow out and be fucking weird with it, and I'm just gonna lean into the weird bald, the guy that's going bald but he has really long hair. Just lean into that, but I'm not gonna hide it. I'm gonna just be like, yeah, I'm that guy. I look like a fucking greasy porn star now. Like, I look like your fucking weird uncle now. Deal with me. Deal with that reality. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let it look like fucking Cyrax. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna look like that fucking guy. Just go with it. I'm not gonna be an asshole like him, but I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna lean into that look. All right, so that's what I think about baldness. I have a note here that says Better Call Saul, Barry, Deadwood, Solid Snake, and One Punch Man. What does that even mean? Is it? Did I put this list there? Why did I fucking put that list there? Maybe I put that list there as part of embracing being an old fuck or embracing being a bald fuck. Better Call Saul? Does he embrace? Oh yeah, does he start going bald? Yeah, and he just does the comb over. So yeah, Better Call Saul just dealt with his baldness, wasn't trying to hide it. I guess a comb over is kind of a hide, but it's not really. You're working with what you got. It's not like you're putting a hat on or something. So yeah, that's, you know, that's somebody who's just dealing with their baldness and being an old fuck. Why did I put Barry? Barry's not an old fuck, and he's not going bald. Barry, the HBO show, the best fucking show on TV ever. Deadwood, Solid Snake, and One Punch Man. I don't know what I meant by this. I'm sorry, I just wasted 2 minutes of your time trying to figure out what the fuck I wrote down. So fuck me. All right, y'all. Time for the good news. Have you seen the amount of fucking cool games that got announced recently? There's so much cool shit. Yes, a lot of it was disappointing. Who gives a fuck about Fable? Still, I don't know, not me. That's for damn sure. I've been burned too many times. I ain't fucking buying that thing. Not going near that thing. The smaller games though. Okay. Sonic Superstars looks freaking amazing. It's finally happening. We're getting the Sonic games we've wanted for all this time. Between Sonic Adventure and whatever the last shitty 3D Sonic was, we finally getting back to like 2D Sonic. It looks so dope. It looks fast. It looks like they did everything right. They got all the right people to work on it. And then, oh my God, so much good news. The fucking Mario RPG remake is coming out. I didn't see that one coming. And yo, I'm so psyched for this because I never played the original Mario RPG. I only saw like the intro scene where Peach is sitting on the thing. That's all I know about Mario RPG. I played the ones on GameCube, like the 1,000 Year Door or whatever and all that other shit. But I never played the original, and now that shit is back and looks beautiful. I can't wait. I cannot fucking wait to play that shit. Day one, I'm buying that. Guarantee you that. Mario Brothers Wonder, dog. What do we do? How many sick ass games can Nintendo put out at once in like a couple years? These are highly polished experiences that are just coming out like willy-nilly. Like, I'm so psyched. I'm gonna be in 2D heaven for a while. My guys and gals. Nintendo's winning right now. They got the best shit. Like, what do you play on your PS5? I'm waiting. What do you play on your PS5? Huh? Any cool exclusives out there? Huh? No? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's an expensive paperweight. But that Switch, they are crushing it with that Switch. They are crushing it. I was in Vegas recently. Another reason why this week has been so fucking awesome. I was in Vegas and I took the Switch with me, as I always do, and I just played Mario Odyssey on the plane, on the flight over there. And that game still rules. That is like, it's one of the best games ever. I love it. Nintendo, this console war is done. It's been done. The Switch won, period. I don't care about your PS5. It's very nice. It's very pretty, and it does cool things, but there's nothing on it. Oh, man. Feels good. Feels good. Oh. And more good news. There's a Metalocalypse movie coming out. A new one. I mean, what more could you ask for? Hilarious movie. Definitely will be an amazing soundtrack. Everything's coming up roses, y'all. 2020 and 2019 was shit. Pandemic, the shit sucked. 2023, y'all. We might be people getting indicted. I mean, we might be fucking onto something. You know what I mean? AI is about to make our shit like way better. I don't know, man. 2023 might be the year that we were all waiting for. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, and Final Fantasy. Right? Let me see. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Yeah? Yeah? What y'all think? Y'all psyched? Are y'all psyched?
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster.
Cutscenes, as Final Fantasy is known for, cutscenes look dope.
It's barely hanging on.
But then you see the talking dog. What was his name? Red 13 or whatever. Who cares, man? Who cares? I love Final Fantasy 7. The original, I played the shit. That was the reason I bought a PlayStation 2. I'll be real with you. That game, I saw that game, I was like, I'm going to get the thing. Oh no, PlayStation 1. That was the reason I bought a PlayStation 1. One of the best games ever. The original was one of the best games ever. Who cares about remaking Final Fantasy 7 again and again and again? Like, it's not standing up well. We need to stop. We need to make new characters, Square. Like, leave those characters in the past. If you want to remake the shit in the style that it was originally in, I'm cool with that. But like this, trying to modernize this antique story that like is so anime cringe at times, it's unbearable. But then you slap these super photorealistic characters on top of it, and it feels even weirder. Who cares? The next Final Fantasy will be a remake. I'm calling it right now. The next Final Fantasy remake will be Final Fantasy 3. And it'll come in a fucking wicker basket, and you have to use like a loom to play it. Like, it's going to be that backwards. You know, it's going to look amazing, but it's going to be clunky as fuck. You know? I don't know. Some things don't deserve to be remade. Who cares what Cloud's been doing?
And you're asking me this? This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud...
This is basically, what was that one? Final Fantasy Boy Band. Was that 15? Final Fantasy Boy Band. This is basically the new standard for Final Fantasy games. I'm not feeling it because I didn't like that game.
It was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago. Who knows what?
I get it though. I get it. You gotta have Tifa and Aerith, you know, incels being butthurt about her dying and masturbating furiously at the screen. Because, you know, you create a whole new generation of fans. So I get it. I just don't know. I don't know if they're going to fall for it like we did back in the day. And we fell for like a blocky ass Aerith falling into like a straight up one-dimensional plane of water with a water texture on it. It was bad. And we was like, oh my God, my heart. It's like, what? I don't think it's going to resonate the same way with the kids these days. You know what I'm saying? Especially after kids are playing like Last of Us and shit, like with real emotional punch.
Reflections.
I've been reflecting recently. Am I going to buy the new Amnesia game? Amnesia the Bunker? If you're not familiar, Amnesia is a horror franchise. It was one of the first, as far as I remember, one of the first or one of the pivotal. God damn, I'm popular today. One of the pivotal survival horror games in which you, as the lead character, have no weapon. That's one thing. That's one aspect of Amnesia that's unique. So you have no weapon. So that makes everything scarier because you can't kill it. You can't kill the thing that is scaring you. Second of all, you have to hide, which is not new, right? So it's kind of half stealth, but very good for horror. 3, there's a sanity meter, which was, I think, the first game to really sort of nail that mechanic, where if you see something spooky, it freaks you out and it starts messing with your vision. It like essentially lowers your health. It drives you insane. You start grinding your teeth. That was in the first Amnesia game, that was one of those audio accomplishments, one of those audio achievements that I thought was so powerful, is they would play the sound of grinding teeth in your headphones when you started to get stressed out. And let me tell you, that sound makes you fucking sweat in real life. It's crazy how it fucks with you. So Amnesia did all these things, had all these great mechanics, these fear-based mechanics that made the original Amnesia, The Dark Descent, I believe was the name of it, absolutely fantastic. I love that game. It probably doesn't stand up well to time because it was an indie game. The graphics were not much to wave your, what do you say? Wave your finger at, wag your tail at. It wasn't anything to get excited about. The sound design was fantastic, so I think that probably stands up pretty good. And the gameplay was clunky. Monsters don't look really good. Whatever. But the atmosphere was out of this world. And I fell in love immediately with the studio and with this franchise. Then Machine for Pigs came out, which was terrible. I bought it day one, played it to completion. It did the Amnesia series dirty, man. That game sucked. It was so boring. And it didn't do anything that the first one did right. It was horrible. It was also made by the Chinese Room, a developer who, frankly, I don't like their games. Sorry. Then I think, was there a third Amnesia? Yeah, there was. Oh, of course, I played it. What was the third one called? Let me look it up real quick. Sorry, yeah, I gotta look it up. While I look it up, the Frictional Games, the makers of Amnesia, also made Soma, another fantastic game. Highly recommend that. That has more of the soul of the original Amnesia than Machine for Pigs ever could, because it was made by the right people. Amnesia. Rebirth. Yeah, dude. I bought and played Amnesia Rebirth. And that game was crazy. It wasn't like as horrific and as scary and as intense as Dark Descent felt to me when I was younger and when I played it when it first came out. But the story for Rebirth was fire, and it was messed up. I'm gonna just put it like that. So yeah, I'd give that one like a 7 or 8. If it was like in the realm of Amnesia games, Dark Descent is like a 10. Machine for Pigs is like a 3, 4, and Rebirth is like a 7, 8, or 6, 7 maybe. So yeah, that is my reflection. Am I gonna buy Amnesia The Bunker? First Amnesia game with a gun in it. Huh. How's that gonna work? It's set in like, what is it? Set in like World War I times or something like that? Something like that. You know what? I'm probably gonna get it. Who am I fooling? I've basically just convinced myself because I've played every single one, even the shitty one. So, yeah, they're gonna get my money, I guess. Maybe I'll just wait until I'm done playing. What you play? What you play? What you play? What you playing? What are you playing?
What you playing?
Diablo 4. How many of y'all playing Diablo 4? I bet all of you are playing Diablo 4. Every single one of you listening to this is playing Diablo 4. Apparently the most pre-ordered game of all time. And the price on that pre-ordered game was $70 for the cheapest version. Oh God, I can't believe I fucking fell for that shit. Yep, I'm a hypocrite. I'm sad. I hate myself. But goddamn, it's fun. It is really fun. Even when you get your ass kicked by those goddamn... What are they? I just ran into them recently. They're like... They're like ram men or like goat men. The goat men fuck up my character, dude. Like they just jump on you. The one with the big hammer comes and he smashes you on the ground and you're stunned. And then the rest of them just fuck you up. I've died to goat men so many times. I hate those fucking things. It's amazing. I mean, Diablo 4 is fucking fire. Fuck Activision and fuck Blizzard by association, but that game fucking rules. I played it heavily the first week, and then I went on my trip and, you know, forgot about it for a week, which was good because I was becoming, you know, I was getting like weird with it. I was getting locked in the room and like playing for hours at a time and time disappearing, and it was getting bad. I was turning into a kid again. So getting away from it for a while was good. And then I came back to it and tried to play it the other night. And boy, oh boy, the lag, the rubber banding, the glitchiness, it was unplayable. Like I had to shut the shit down and come back the next day. The servers are being hit so hard that like, sometimes it can't even keep up. I guess like after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, once all the kids come home and like all the parents come home and everybody's playing the shit, it's unplayable sometimes. Like it's so glitchy that I can't even leave the town because it's still like trying to remember where my footsteps were from like a minute ago, you know? The latency is really bad. I guess it's a good problem to have for Blizzard because you just spin up more servers and you already got all these people's money, so you have the money for it. But yeah, once they figure out these glitches, which are, you know, I should be able to, I paid $70 for a game. I should be able to play it whenever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? I even turned off cross-platform, which is allows you to play, I'm on PC. It allows me to play with someone who has it on whatever, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. I turned that off because that means less people are, I'm going to see less people and it's less sort of stress on the client server communication. Turned that off. Shit was still busted. Yeah. I would try to leave town and I would start walking out. And I'd get to the edge and it would like snap me back to like the portal where you spawn in. Because it's like, nope, the whole world is not ready for you to leave this town yet. Yeah, it's bad. But once they figure all these bugs, man, this game, I mean, I hate to say it, just from the size alone from playing it right now, it might be worth $70. Like, the world is enormous. And I've only played one character so far. And I'm only at level 37, 38 or something like that. And I've been playing for a while. And there's like, how many characters? 5? 5 different characters, and they'll probably release more. Yes, there's plenty of game. There's lots of game. Will it get boring after a while? Probably. Will my wrist fucking explode from clicking a million gajillion times? Absolutely.
Must kill necromancer?
Medicate and meditate.
I am whole. I am human. I am human. I am strong. I am vulnerable. I am whole. I am human. I am strong. I am vulnerable. I am whole. I am human. I am strong. I am vulnerable. I am whole. I am human. I am strong. I am vulnerable. I am whole. I am human. I am strong. I am vulnerable. I am whole. I am human. Thank you very much for attending yet another episode of Greasy Says. We love it. We're having so much fun. We're having a great time. Let me check if we're actually recording. Yes, we are. Remember, man, don't be afraid to go bald. Don't be afraid to get old. Don't be afraid to let your titties sag. It's all natural. It's all natural. If you want to look young, just get a mirror in your hands, bend over so that all the blood rushes into your face, and you look like you did 10 years ago. It's facts. It's an actual fact. So if you want to look attractive, just become a trapezist. More blood in your face makes you look young, I'm just saying, because all the blood trickles downward as you get older. Well, thank you once again for listening. Remember to check me out on social media. That's Greasy Says on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out my music on Spotify, Bandcamp, and SoundCloud under the name MQ. That's M-CUE. And if you're really feeling extra spicy, check out my old podcast, This Is Good For Me, on SoundCloud if you're feeling spicy. Yes, sir. Greasy people. Thanks for coming out. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Seriously, go on whatever podcast platform you're listening to and give this shit 5 stars if you love it. For real, that'll help me out. Tell me to go fuck myself on social media. And until next time, it's me, Greasy, and I did check out with 2 room keys recently. One was made of sort of woodish material and the other was plastic. And I took them both. I took all 4 of them and walked out. Later.